The title of this video is gonna be, I'm not a concrete guy, but I got rubber boots. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 25th, and it's chilly. Benny, I don't know why I didn't bring my hoodie, bud.
Hey man, Seb, so I'm gonna get to 65 today.
You did tell me that. You're in here with your sweatshirt, your sweatpants. Whew. We're formed up. We did everything off camera yesterday, guys. We just had to focus in. But we have an 8-foot by 8-foot pad. When you do that, you need a couple 10-footers, because if you were to connect 4 8-foots together, you're gonna lose about 3 inches. That is 96 by 96. That will fit most common size hot tubs. It's compacted. We got a conduit put in, roughly in a spot that's generalized for most of the hot tubs the customer was looking at. We got 5 sections of rebar cut up and ready to put in as we pour. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on each side to connect them, and that will reinforce this pad plenty enough for a hot tub. Thing will never be moving, Ben. We're gonna bring the concrete up with the machine over there. I got a small load concrete truck coming. It's a really cool service they provide. If you need a couple yards of concrete, it's the best way to do it. They come, it mixes it on site as it comes out, so you just get exactly what you need, and the driver doesn't have a bunch of extra stuff to deal with, because it just stays dry in the truck and it mixes as it comes out. So it's a cool little rig. We've used it plenty of times for footings or small pads like this. It beats having to mix it all by hand, and it's also hard to schedule a big concrete truck to come out and give you a yard or two. They just don't really do that stuff. So it's kind of like a specialized niche that these guys have, and I use them as much as I can because they're a good price and they save me a lot of time on a job site. So I'm gonna wash this bucket out, make sure the machine's nice and wet for any overspray of the concrete, and they should be here in about 15-20 minutes. So
an orange bucket flying, dude.
There's better ways to do what I'm doing. Hope you know that. What am I doing right now? I was gonna get in and lift the bucket up, but this is what I mean, dude. Okay, right here. This is a big reason why I would not buy a Bobcat, dude. If I wanted to get into the machine, lift the bucket up and tilt it so I can wash this bucket out better,
You're trapped.
I'm trapped. I can't get out of that machine, bro.
Well, the door's not gonna open.
You know, like, no offense to Bobcat or anybody that likes them, you're gonna charge me 90 grand for a skid steer that when I lift the bucket up 6 inches, I can't get out of my door.
Maybe they have another door option.
They don't.
That's the only door.
They don't. They don't have, that's, I mean, there's probably other door options, but they all open the same way. You know, so that's a huge, like, grievance a lot of people have, dude. Plus your price is way more than a lot of other people, dude. And you do things like that. You put the operator, you trap them in the door, dude. Nope. All right. Be like Victory Concrete. Concrete's here. He howls it though. He lets everybody in the entire neighborhood know that concrete's here. This is a really windy driveway, and it's really sloped on both sides, so you just gotta stay center or bad things can happen. Oh boy, that's really close to the edge. So it's just dry mixed, and then it the water's added to it as it comes down the chute. Pretty cool rig. Yeah, I think this door is the biggest thing. I'd probably take this door off if I did own it and just not use it, but then it stinks not having it if you're in a situation where it's raining or dusty. So it's just kind of, it's tough. It's a huge common issue with bobcats is breaking the door, because you could even start this machine and go to do it and then rip the door right off with their bucket very easily. And they're not cheap to replace. But he's just setting up, and I'm gonna fill up the bucket and just bring it up into the back. Probably 4 buckets at the most, I would assume. We'll see. Yeah, that's wet.
Yeah, I know, because the sand is wet because of the freaking rain we had a few days ago.
Yeah.
Last week. So it's been tough, but I'll dry it up more as we get through.
Okay.
I mean, this should be the first one, but I'll dry it up a lot right now.
Okay.
And that way it'll be a little bit less wet.
All right, man. That is extremely freaking wet. You guys had to have seen that. Don't want that, and I don't know what to do with it really. I mean, not that you can put it on the bottom, but he said it's gonna get much drier on this next one. We'll see. Hold on, dude. You see Benny's face? Oh my gosh, this is so wet. It's so wet. Oh, it's not horrible, actually. He said it's gonna stiffen up. Much better. Yeah, that's much better now. He said that that's just kind of what happens with the initial mix. Just like the first burst. The title of this video is gonna be, I'm not a concrete guy, but I got rubber boots. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get concrete in his freaking machine.
Go down barefoot.
Oh no. This is a rental, I can't do that. You got the water on?
No, I'll turn it on.
Alright, cool. So I know I'm making jokes about it, guys, but I'm really not a concrete guy. It's just a skill and a trade of its own. I got nothing but respect for you guys. You know who you are. Grub Mud, Victory Outdoor Services, any of you concrete guys. Stamping patios and, doing concrete work is just so much different than pavers and natural stone. And I don't think either one is a better skill than the other. I think they're both completely separate skills and respect worthy in so many ways. So good on you concrete guys for doing what you do, man. I couldn't do it day in and day out. Doing all this concrete work, just pouring big slabs or big patios, stamping, etching, all that kind of stuff, that artistic concrete work. It's very cool, man, very cool. It's just not something that I ever personally got interested in or invested my time into. I've always been more passionate about laying pavers and natural stone. I love building walls and steps. It's just, that's kind of my passion, but there's times within my job where I have to pour concrete footings or pads, or even like a little hot tub pad like this. I've done that numerous amounts of times. And I have just enough finishing skill to where I can make that pad look good enough, but I would not say I'm good enough to be able to go do big patios or driveways. Like I said before, it's just a totally different skill, and I got nothing but respect for those who do it. Wow. I'll say it again. Wow. That's it, dude. You wanna wash the bucket? Finally, I got some battery. The pour came out really good. We still got some finishing to do. But it's poured, screeded twice, troweled, floated. We just got to start doing the edging, and all I'm going to do here is edge it and then just give it a brush finish. The majority of this is just going to be underneath a hot tub, but in case anything would ever change, like plans would ever change here, you could still just kind of use this as a nice pad. So I'll give it a good edge and a brush. That's what I'm going to work on now. While we were waiting for it to set up, we did a little bit more grading. That whole area is pretty close to ready for a compact, and then start screeding and laying pavers. Not a concrete guy, guys, I already told you. Hot tub pad came out really nice. Still curing, you can see the dark gray. morning. I think it's gonna be like mid-70s today. Sun's shining. Awesome day to lay some paver. This patio is gonna be roughly 750 square feet in 2 different sections. Today we're working on this main section with the hot tub pad, and then once this is all finished, we're gonna work our way out. So if you haven't seen the video previous to this one where we excavated and backfilled, there's a link in the description below to check out that video. But we are to our proper height of our base stone. So all we had to do was compact the base stone, and now we're ready to set our screed pipes and start screeding our chip stone. Our chip stone is the bedding material we're going to use, and it's 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch clean crushed stone. In this case, it's granite, crushed granite stone. Up here in Massachusetts, that's really mainly what we get. We get granite, and bluestone is the more common aggregate around here. Some parts of the country have limestone or other types as well, and any of them are fine as long as they're nice, clean, crushed stone, no fines in it. So we're setting our screed rails to the height of this hot tub pad, and it's going to be sloping towards the grass, away from the house. And the pavers behind the hot tub will be draining towards the pad, but there's going to be a little strip of drainage chipstone in between the pad and the pavers for the water to permeate down into the base. How you living, bud?
Living good.
Living good. Bring that one around the back.
One around the back?
Yep. A little bit more. Where's the buckets? There are no buckets up here. Damn, I used the milk crate. Give her a rip. Give her a rip, man.
Rip it.
Good tug. This is smooth. Smooth strokes now. Widespread. Smooth. You want to do a little flip up action at the end of your stroke, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, dude.
Yes, there it is, dude.
Give it a little toss.
Yeah. Yes, sir. See where I'm laying my rake, dude? On the pile, not in front of it. Just so you don't create a divot. We got some stuff done off camera. All these pavers around the hot tub pad are good. We did end up shifting them a little bit before we got too far. We made the 1 inch gap about a ½ inch gap. And by doing that, we were able to not have to do any cuts around this entire pad, which is awesome. When we set this pad up, we squared it off with the house and the deck the way we wanted to do it with the pavers, and we also measured it so that we could lay the main pavers in with a gap, and then also gave us the measurement of the border pavers. There's 2 rows of the small ones and then that one, and it also leaves us a small gap up against the foundation to fill in with chipstone as well. If you watch my videos, you know that I do that a lot. In between any structure and the pavers, I usually put a channel for chipstone. So we're all set. We're laid out. We got our squared up string line. That's going off of this joint right here. And the way we got that going is we just measured it off the house, the foundation. It's about the same distance off the foundation as right there and right there. And we got it running on that bond. So now as we go out and we lay it, we can use this guideline to make sure we're staying nice and straight. Benny, we got a lot of area screeded right now, dude.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of funny looking.
Yep. That spot over there is still a little wet because we just finished that. Looks like a bump on camera. It is 4:30 Friday afternoon. we're gonna work for about another hour, and we're gonna see how many pavers we can lay. And then we'll be back on Monday to keep going on this project. So we're just gonna get right back into it, guys. Hope you're enjoying the video. If so, hit that like button. So if you've been following along with my channel, you've seen me use a few different pavers, but you have not seen me use these ones. And it's the first time that I've actually ever used these pavers. They are made by Nicolock, and they're called Stone Ridge XL. And the reason why I'm using these is because they match the front project we did, where the pavers were made by Nicolock, but they were called Stone Ridge. And the Stone Ridge regular is a smaller size. These are the bigger ones, and they're meant for big patio applications like this. I think that they look awesome. I love the color tone, but there are a few things that I don't like about them. And I'm going to explain that in the next video that I upload. That's going to be about the end of this one. We're getting into laying the pavers, but there's a lot more to go on this project, and I'm going to get more into depth about how we laid this out and how we're installing these pavers in that next video. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. Until the next one, you guys know the deal. God bless. Peace.